What if I told you that building a $500,000 net worth as a freelancer is not only possible, it is entirely doable with the right steps in the right order? No trust fund, no lottery ticket, just a clear plan and consistent execution. Today, I am laying out the exact step-by-step roadmap I would follow to go from $0 to $500,000 net worth as a freelancer. Welcome to the Freelancer's Wealth Blueprint. We help freelancers and self-employed professionals understand taxes, build wealth, and stop leaving money on the table. If that sounds like what you need, subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss a video. Here is the plan. 5 phases. Each one builds on the last. Let us get into it. Phase 1 is the foundation, and it starts with your emergency fund. Before you invest a single dollar, you need 3 to 6 months of living expenses sitting in a high-yield savings account. Right now in 2026, high-yield savings accounts are paying between 4 and 5% APY. That is real money on money you need to keep liquid anyway. If your monthly expenses are $4,000, you are targeting $12,000 to $24,000 in this account. This is not optional. Freelance income is irregular. Clients ghost. Contracts end. Your emergency fund is what keeps you from rating your investments during a dry spell. Phase 2 is eliminating high-interest debt. If you are carrying credit card balances at 20 to 25% interest, no investment strategy will outrun that. Pay it off aggressively. Use the avalanche method, targeting the highest interest rate first, or the snowball method if you need the psychological wins of knocking out smaller balances. Either way, get consumer debt to 0 before moving forward. Student loans or a mortgage at 5 to 7% are different. You can invest alongside those. But credit card debt has to go. Phase 3 is where the real wealth building starts, and it is all about tax-advantaged retirement accounts. As a freelancer, you have access to some of the best retirement vehicles available to anyone. Let me walk through them. First, the Solo 401k. In 2026, you can defer up to $24,500 as the employee contribution. But here is the power move. As both the employer and employee, you can also contribute up to 25% of your net self-employment income as an employer contribution. The combined total can reach $72,000. If you are earning $100,000 net and you maximize this, you could shelter a massive chunk of income from taxes. If the Solo 401k is not your style, a SEP IRA lets you contribute up to 25% of net self-employment income, also capped at $72,000. It is simpler to set up, but you only get the employer contribution side. Then there is the Roth IRA. In 2026, you can contribute $7,500 if you are under 50. The income phase-out for single filers starts at $153,000. If you are over that, look into a backdoor Roth conversion. Roth contributions grow tax-free and come out tax-free in retirement. That is powerful when you are in a lower tax bracket now than you expect to be later. And do not overlook the HSA if you have a high-deductible health plan. In 2026, you can contribute $4,400 for self-only coverage. And HSA is the only account that gives you a tax deduction going in, tax-free growth, and tax-free withdrawals for qualified medical expenses. It is the triple tax advantage. Many freelancers use this as a stealth retirement account by paying medical expenses out of pocket now and letting the HSA grow. Phase 4 is taxable investing. Once you have maxed your tax-advantaged accounts, open a taxable brokerage account and start putting money into broad market index funds. A total stock market fund or an S&P 500 index fund with an expense ratio under 0.1% is all you need. Historically, the S&P 500 has returned about 10% annually since 1957. Nobody can guarantee future returns, but the long-term trend has been remarkably consistent over decades. Automate your contributions. Set up a recurring transfer every month. The less you think about it, the more consistent you will be. Let me show you what the math looks like. If you invest $2,000 per month at a 10% average annual return, in 10 years you have roughly $410,000. In 12 years, you are past $550,000. That is $2,000 a month with no windfall, no inheritance, and no side hustle beyond your freelance work. If $2,000 a month feels like a lot right now, start with $1,000. At 10%, $1,000 per month reaches $230,000 in 10 years, and roughly $765,000 in 20 years. The numbers work. You just need to start. Phase 5 is the tax optimization layer that accelerates everything. This is the part most freelancers miss. First, you get the QBI deduction. As a sole proprietor or single-member LLC, you can deduct up to 20% of your qualified business income. On $100,000 of net income, that is $20,000 you do not pay income tax on. The QBI deduction was made permanent in 2025, so this is not going away. Second, deduct half of your self-employment tax. On $100,000 net income, your SE tax is roughly $14,130. Half of that, about $7,065, comes off your adjusted gross income. That lowers your income tax and potentially keeps you eligible for other deductions and credits. Third, consider your business structure. If your net income consistently exceeds $80,000 to $100,000, talk to a CPA about whether an S-Corp election makes sense. Paying yourself a reasonable salary and taking the rest as distributions can reduce your self-employment tax burden significantly. This one move can save thousands per year that you redirect straight into investments. Fourth, track every legitimate business deduction. Home office, internet, software, professional development, health insurance premiums if you are self-employed. These deductions lower your taxable income, which means more money stays in your pocket to invest. Let me put the timeline together. Year 1. Build your emergency fund and eliminate high-interest debt. Year 2. Start maxing your solo 401k or SEP IRA and open a Roth IRA. Years 3 through 5. Layer in taxable brokerage investments while optimizing your tax strategy. Years 6 through 12, stay consistent, increase contributions as your income grows, and let compound growth do the heavy lifting. The freelancers who build wealth are not the ones who earn the most. They are the ones who keep the most and invest the most. The tax code gives self-employed people incredible tools. Use them. If this roadmap was helpful, subscribe and share this with a freelancer who needs to hear it. See you in the next one. This content is for educational purposes only and does not constitute tax advice. Consult a qualified tax professional for guidance specific to your situation.